We are up to the 11th place game here at the Lasnai 2018. I'm Steven Stamp, pleased to be bringing you the Seneca Marksmen versus the Basom Bombers. Numbers game certainly in favor of Basom here, as the Marksmen are a little low on numbers, a little low on runners, but that has led us to a momentous occasion, as for the first time in their adult lives, Butch Chadwick and his son, Jimmy Chadwick, will be playing together in this game. Seneca Marksmen wearing their white jerseys with the black script. Going left to right on your screen, their goaltender is Gage Stevens. He's got the beautiful blue jersey. And going right to left in their yellow with the black shoulder caps are the Basom Bombers. Draws pulled back between the legs by Cam Seneca. And they control the play. James Deacon with the pass over in the first shot of the game by Gates Abrams. A little wide. There's a shot from the top, though, by Kai Tarbell. That's first save made by Gage Stevens. Long outlet pass. Lucas Beaver with the quick shot on the offside. He's going to try and forecheck here, put some pressure on Sean Hill. Hill will just shovel one ahead. Mike Kaminsky running onto it, taps it away, but a little too far. And it's scooped up there. We're going to have to double check a couple of numbers here. We're missing a 22. Looks like the Marksmen had a handful of players come in. So they've got 12 guys now running. We'll have to check at halftime, and some of them came in after I'd come up to the broadcast booth. Basom gets possession. Penalty coming to the Marksmen. Going for a run is Quinn Halligan. There's another shot from Gates Abrams, another save by Gage Stevens, but the Basom Bombers get it back and throw it back near center. Oh, and there's going to be a penalty coming. It's going to be illegal cross-check to the Marksman as play is finally blown down. That was a long delayed penalty. Basom sets up at the top with Cam Seneca. We've gotten used to seeing Kai Tarbell at the top of their power play, but Seneca will dish it off. Makes the pass across behind the back flip. Nice movement with a save by Gage Stevens. Dropping a little bit low. Oh, that's a back in. No question. You can see the foot clearly on the line as Jimmy Chadwick tried to run just outside his crease. We have a broken stick down. Maybe. It might actually be broken. It just looked like the shaft was bent because of the way it was sitting with the excess mesh kind of propping it up sideways. There's another stick on the turf. Little low bridge there by the Marksman to send Gates Abrams toppling. That rip goes well wide. Tracked down, though, by Frank Thompson, number 49. Give and go. Fights through traffic. Shoots, scores. Thompson with the bold drive. He's made it 1-0 for the Marksmen. It was not a shorthanded goal because the penalty had just expired. Not sure the fifth attacker was back into the play yet. Emerson Stevens up to take the face-off. He'll be going against Cam Seneca once again.
Seneca Marksman goal, his first in the game, scored number 49, Frank Thompson. Time of that goal, 12 minutes.
Basom with a shot. That one ripped by Justin Martin. But Gage Stevens once again makes the save. He's been solid between the pipes for the Marksmen. Emerson Stevens with the pass across near side. That shot by Lucas Beaver. Directed into the corner. Loose ball come up with by Seneca. Another Lucas Beaver shot turned aside. Wayne Abrams in net for the Bombers. Big collision along the boards. Just got away from Chance Hill. So the Marksmen will take possession once again. Penalty coming to Basom. Stu Sundown just came over to help up the man he'd knocked down. Bounce shot on the far side, and Wayne Abrams jumps out onto that loose ball off the rebound, smothers that, and Cam Seneca will come ahead. Bombers 30 seconds left on the penalty. They can kill all but the last 10 seconds of it. There's Kyle Worsley. Three on the shot clock. Owen Hill tried to get that one through, was knocked down, but Basom has successfully killed the penalty. Just 2 seconds left. They'll get their defender out as Seneca moves into the offensive zone. Nice little scoop pass. The save, though, by Wayne Abrams, and a penalty coming. They're going to say illegal body check. And Stu Sundown is headed straight back to the box. There's a shot on the near side, ripped by Jimmy Chadwick. Basom 3-on-1. Nice finish. Kai Tarbell takes the feed from Kaminsky. Fakes far side, pulls it back just inside the near post. Great clamp. Cam Seneca takes that faceoff cleanly, leads it ahead. Excellent catch. Oh, the big hard fake by Carl Kettle. Wait a second. Oh yeah, Carl Kettle. I was gonna say, I thought he was on the other team, but Kane Kettle was number 28 for Seneca. So Carl Kettle with the beautiful fake, the dip and dunk. The Basom Bombers go ahead. Face-off win by the Marksmen, and the goal right off the face-off. The take and make. Scooping that one right from the dot. Charging in, blasting through a defender, and ripping it home. This time it will be Cam Seneca with the win.
Goal scored by number 89, Lyndon Stevens, counting that goal, 6:43.
Basom starts with possession and a power play in this 2-2 game. Backdoor quick stick attempt bangs off the post by Gates Abrams. Kai Tarbell thought about ripping it. They keep the ball moving instead. Rudy George fighting after, but 3 marksmen go in there. Eventually it's grabbed by Kane Kettle. He'll lob one, but not far enough, but it does bounce off the stick of Hill. Yeah, there's going to be a two-way, but we heard the Basin Bombers calling too many men. And a couple seconds later, referee Mark Ardonio will concur. We got a little under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. First of 2 15-minute straight time halves, with the final 2 minutes of the second period stop time. Tyrell hands it off to start this power play. Sub shot rip by Owen Hill. Long rainbow pass.
Seneca Marksmen penalty.
Crease violation.
A bench player turning on the floor. That penalty is being served by number 10, Craig Stevens. Having a penalty for 30.
The ball bounces off the boards. It's grabbed there by number 89, Stevens. Lucas Beaver throws on the brakes, feeds it across, can't quite connect with Joyce Sanders. Here's a chance at the other end for Kai Tarbell. He's denied, and then we have a crease call, so the marksman will take possession. Tied 2-2 as we are approaching the midway point, 3:20 to go in the half. Mike Kaminsky knocks it down on the forecheck. Got a little fancy, and he was right up on top of the crease. They all have a smile about that as he was trying something a little different. Emerson Stevens hanging on, was going to throw the ball. It's picked off by Kaminsky. He's got nothing but white jerseys around him, so he's going to wait for some teammates to come and help him out. Justin Martin. Little pick from Kyle Worsley. Martin slips by everybody, but they can't quite get the shot to go where he wanted. Almost had a chance to pick it back up. Gets away from him though, and here comes Craig Stevens. James Chadwick, or Jimmy Chadwick, gets in and gets that ball away from James Deacon. We'll throw it over to Beaver. His shot is knocked down. Penalty call coming. It's going to be a slash. So the marksman will go to the man advantage. 1:45 to go here in the first half. Score 2-2.
Bombers penalty number 9.
Saved by Abrams when the ball pops loose. Back between the legs, Lucas Beaver. Abrams was in position for that one. Chadwick comes up with it, jumps, winds up plowing into Abrams. Abrams drops down on top of him. Chadwick wearing his Seneca War Chief's helmet, called for interference. He was trying to get back to the bench. That penalty will start now, just as the Bombers' penalty expires. So the Bombers are going to trot out Kai Tarbell to be their 5th attacker on the power play. 10 seconds into Seneca's infraction being served. There's Tarbell. Feeds down low. Oh, nice attempt with the high fake and then the bounce, but Rudy George just missed the near post. There's a pass and a goal. Great shovel feed. And then Lucas Beaver, dead overhand. Nice bouncer. Finds a little hole. And again, another late in the period goal that we've been seeing so much of recently. All right, I'm Steven Stamp. This is Nike Lacrosse presentation of Lax All-Stars North American Invitational. It's 3-2 Seneca over Basom. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the second half.
What is the future of sport? The next evolution of athlete? Well, we hypothesized that athletes will develop the sixth sense, if you will. Extremely heightened instincts. If you look across the animal kingdom, a sixth sense is innate to many species. With the right tools, our athletes can acquire an inexplicable connection to see without seeing, to feel without feeling, to do things that for thousands of years didn't seem humanly possible.
At Sisu, we take a very scientific approach to making sure our technologically advanced, doctor-developed, scientifically backed, industry-changing mouthguards are the most protective, lightest, talkable, breathable, comfortable, drinkable, removable mouthguards on the planet to guarantee you're protected. No matter what comes your way, the Sisu Next Gen. Sisu, talk, breathe, drink.
Well, welcome back, lacrosse friends. Just down checking a few names. As I mentioned, we were missing some. So Germani Cooper wearing number 22. Lyndon Stevens was 89 that scored the first goal. And there's another goal, this one for the Basom Bombers, a power play marker to even things up at 3, just 25 seconds into the second half. 2 15-minute halves here at the last night, except for the gold medal game, which will be 4 10-minute periods. Face-off win by Owen Hill. Gets away from the check. Smart play by Lucas Beaver to just lift his arm up, get off from over the shoulder. And here goes Lyndon Stevens on the run. Flicks it over to Chadwick, who can't handle the pass. Picks it up eventually. Sidearm shot goes wide up into the rafters, and it does touch the ceiling. So it'll be Basom possession, and Kaminsky takes off up the floor. Got a couple of Bombers with him. Peels the ball out. Right on the crease. Low shot. Chance Hill was stopped. He stepped in the crease already anyway. And Lucas Beaver is going to pull the ball back to him while he's laying on the floor. He's looking up ahead. See if he can make a pass. He's going to trot it up as there was nothing there. He was at about 9 seconds on the count as he casually trotted up and got across center. That shot goes off into the corner, and the Basom Bombers As we're tied 3-3. So just like that, Basom goes ahead. Just 2.5 minutes into this second half, and Basom with a pair of goals has given themselves a 4-3 lead. Another face-off win by Owen Hill. Passes to Worsley. Behind the back beauty by Kyle Worsley. Pulled it with him. Instead of going the opposite direction, really just kind of a bit of a drag BTB. Over the near shoulder relative to him of Gage Stevens, and it's 5-3 the Bombers. Starting to pull away a little bit. We'll see what kind of response the Seneca Marksmen have. Stu Sundown comes up with it. His shot is stopped. Headman pass. Behind and low on Jimmy Chadwick, so that's a tough one. Nice hustle by Kane Kendall to get in on that play. Now the ball's down on the floor.
Score number 63, Owen Hill, with an assist 83, Eric Canal. Tell that goal 12:44. Bombers goal scored. Number 88, Kyle Worsley, with an assist of 63, Owen Hill, and 12:08.
Slashing call coming. Jimmy Chadwick returning to the box, and for the second time, he tries to just keep walking to the bench, and then is noticed as he's getting there. So the Bombers have pulled ahead 5-3, all the momentum plus the man advantage.
Seneca penalty.
A little low to high pass.
Number 9,
Bit of a riser got away from Cam Seneca. Oh, great pass to the back door by Owen Hill. Just barely failed to connect. Lyndon Stevens with a couple of Basom Bombers on him, trying to fight through to get back to the ball, but will just roll out quite harmlessly to the Bombers. Now they'll try and do some harm up in the other end of the floor. Owen Hill, his shot just to the arm side of the chest of Gage Stevens. That pass doesn't connect, but it's going to be tracked down over in the corner by Craig Stevens. We're going to say there's a violation, and Basom will get possession. Here comes Kai Tarbell. What a finish. Great job by Chance Hill, and it is 6-3. Basom starting to take control, pulling away. Remember, they trailed 3-2 at the half. But they have 4 straight.
Congratulations to Lauren Sam from Court Victoria, British Columbia. You can claim your winning stick at the booth at the front entrance.
Lauren Sam in from Victoria has just won a wooden stick. Wonder if that's an Elf Jacques stick. No, Elf is out there. He's talking to Billy Wynn, the Lacrosse lifer, showing me the wooden stick he had bought from Elf Jacques earlier today, and he was so thrilled. And it's unbelievable. The balance on that stick is absolutely impeccable. That's going to be a crease violation. Nice defensive job there by Butch Chadwick, riding the Basom forward down into the crease. And Butch Chadwick stepping in with some short runners to join his son, James, or Jimmy. Here's Emerson Stevens. Gives it across near side to Lucas Beaver. Beaver tries to toe drag. It's not there, so he just loads it up again and rips one. And Beaver buries to turn the momentum a little bit.
Seneca Marksmen goal scored by number 67, Lucas Beaver. Coming to goal, 750.
Face-off win by the Marksmen. They'll try and get things going again. Six to 5 now. The Marksmen starting to go on a run of their own.
Scored by number 67, Lucas Beaver. With an assist by number 89, Hunter Stevens. And number 9, James Chadwick. Time of that goal, 7.
Lucas Beaver with 3 goals, really starting to put on a show here. But the Bombers get the ball back. They're going to try and answer with a goal of their own. Just over 6 minutes to go. It's 6 to 5 for Basom. Picked off. Emerson Stevens going for a run. Oh, he loses the ball as he was going to try a little flip pass over to Jimmy Chadwick. And there's another one. The goal's now coming fast and furious. So 7 to 5. The Bombers go ahead.
Basom Bombers goal scored by number 77, Gates Abrams. With an assist from 4, Chauncey Hill. And 56, Kai Tarbell.
Here's a breakaway chance by Tarbell, and Gage Stevens, very patient, leaves the arm out there, and Tarbell not able to finish. Here's a chance now the other way as Emerson Stevens feeds it through. Frank Thompson got banged out of the way. Here's a breakaway for Owen Hill. Too many men penalty called against Basom. On the breakaway, I'm pretty sure I've never seen a too many men call on the second player coming in to trail a breakaway. Certainly, I mean, it was a transition player who took off with the ball. That will give the Marksmen a penalty, power play, and a chance to try and get back into this one. Not that they're out of it, but back into the score anyway, as they were down again. They were up 3-2. Oh, what a finish. Is that Lucas Beaver again? Why, yes, it is. 4 goals for Beaver among the 6 from the Marksmen. It's 7 to 6. It was 3-2 at the half. 5 goals there. We've got 13 now. The Bombers went on a run to get a 6-4 lead. We're just alternating now. There's Lyndon Stevens with the spin. Trying to get some momentum, builds it over to Beaver. Hard pass to Stevens, but that tips off the top of his stick. Heads up out of play and is rattling around up on the concourse. It's a young fan looking a little alarmed. Worsley, near side shot off the post. Quick release to try and get it in before Stevens can come across. Ball snagged there by Mark Reagan. .2:15 to go. We're almost into stop time. We have yet another one-goal game. Kai Tarbell. Hard sidearm shot, but it's off the boards. That's going to be an over and back. He'll be grabbed, though, by Brett Logan. He's going for a run. All yellow jerseys around him, so he's going to pull it back out. We're under the 2-minute mark. We'll be in a stop time now. And we'll actually have a timeout for the Seneca Marksmen. They want to get their offense set up.
Fans away to stick around following this game for the presentation of 2 awards presented by Nike. One is a break in the action, head up to the arena lobby and visit the Honor Athletic Club table. 50/50 tickets are now on sale, along with 4x4 tickets. Drawings will be held later this evening.
Beaver with the pass, with the ball, over to Stevens, gets it back, shoots, misses. Beaver runs through the net, takes it with him to the back, and then very nicely lets the officials know that it's been spun around. And a bit of a tap on the chest with Wayne Abrams, appreciating each other. Nice sportsmanship there. Minute 35 to go. Basom with the ball in a 1-goal lead. Jimmy Chadwick trying to break out of his end. Gates Abrams banks him into the boards, then Owen Hill does the same, but Chadwick still comes out of it with the ball. Driving to the net, shoots, save though. Goes all that way, and Wade Abrams just denies him. Basom gets the ball. We're approaching the final minute. Pass ahead to Kaminsky. Nice one-hand pass. Is that in? No, it didn't get in. Gage Stevens. Oh, it did get in, but they're going to say a crease violation. Boy, what an effort on that back door, though. Ten-second count, so the Bombers will get it, and there's just 39 seconds left. Too many men call. So it's too many men against the Basom Bombers, which in the final minute of play means a penalty shot. And you can hear various voices on the Seneca bench yelling Lucas, as Lucas Beaver with 4 goals already is going to try and add another one and tie things up here.
Now shooting for Seneca, number 67, Lucas Beaver.
The Lucas calls from the crowd as well. He's popular young marksman around here. He's coming in on the far side. Couple of fakes, and he's stopped by the body of Wayne Abrams. Big save there. And Beaver's going to go back and give a tap and a headbutt, a friendly headbutt to Wayne Abrams. So it'll be a draw at the face-off dot. Stu Sundown for Basom. I'm a little surprised because Camp Seneca's taking most of their draws, but Sundown wins it cleanly to himself.
Timeout, Bombers.
The Bombers take a timeout to set what they're going to try to do to try and kill this final 26.6 seconds. Stay tuned. We will wrap up the show with our Nike 3 stars. Owen Hill with the ball. He's certainly a candidate for those honors. A solid game for Basom. They've really spread their scoring and their ball control around. Jimmy Chadwick trying to hook the ball away from Hill. Shot from Owen Hill with 2 seconds left. It's not going to go, but it doesn't matter as Basom has a 3-2 lead, a 7-6 lead that will be the final margin in this game. Our Nike 3 stars in this game. The first star with 4 goals from the Seneca Marksmen, Lucas Beaver. No surprise there. The second star from the Basom Bombers, Mike Kaminsky, for his overall excellent play up and down the floor. And the third star, also from the Basom Bombers, Cam Seneca. I am Steven Stamp. We're going to wrap things up. We'll keep the camera on so you can see the presentations, but I'm going to go and hand these in, and we will be back with you soon. It is 3:30 is the next game. That's 12 minutes from now will be the 9th place game between LCC Radotin and the Goon Squad.
What is the future of sport? The next evolution of athlete? Well, we hypothesized that athletes will develop the sixth sense, if you will. Extremely heightened instincts. If you look across the animal kingdom, a sixth sense is innate to many species. With the right tools, our athletes can acquire an inexplicable connection to see without seeing, to feel without feeling, to do things that for thousands of years didn't seem humanly possible.
At Sisu, we take a very scientific approach to making sure our technologically advanced, doctor-developed, scientifically backed, industry-changing mouthguards are the most protective, lightest, talkable, breathable, comfortable, drinkable, removable mouthguards on the planet to guarantee you're protected. No matter what comes your way, the Sisu Next Gen. Sisu, talk, breathe, drink.